also managing and making sure that Ryan's sobriety remains his priority and the work for that and toward that. So it's been a journey, but we're still, headed in the right direction.
I'm super excited for another season of Teen Mom, the next chapter, and everyone's got a ton going on. So I want to dive right in. Maci, it makes me feel absolutely ancient to see Bentley getting his permit this year. What is it like having him grow up and really hit this milestone like that?
It's I want to say bittersweet, but it's really not bittersweet. It's really shocking. Like I feel like we got here very quickly. And you think, okay, it's this far away, it's this far, and then one day it's like, oh, it's the day. Like it's happening. This is happening. Um, it's been really cool and terrifying. But exciting. It's exciting, but it's very scary and it is hard because yeah, you gotta let them go make some decisions on their own and figure out who they are and be willing to watch them screw up sometimes and support them in the aftermath of it. So it's different.
Yeah, it really is. And it just seems like things are going really well. You're balancing this possible new job, you're balancing co parenting. How is co parenting with Ryan going right now?
It's going really well. We're still, this is new for us. I feel like I really always co-parented with his parents, so we're still figuring it out, adjusting, and seeing how it works for us, what that looks like for us, and also managing and making sure that Ryan's sobriety remains his priority and the work for that and toward that. So it's been a journey, but we're still, headed in the right direction.
And bringing Amanda in too, that's got to change the dynamic a little bit. What's it been like adding her to the crew?
Yeah, it definitely changed the dynamic, but I would say in a positive way. She's really easy to talk to be around, to share a room with. She's got a really good energy, but she's very supportive of Bentley and his interests and what he's got going on. And she's supportive of Ryan and Bentley's relationship, of me and Ryan co-parenting. So she's definitely been a benefit to our world. And she makes it easy, really, for it's like she always had a space, a seat at the table. It's just she just got to the table type of thing. But yeah, she's fantastic.
Okay, that's good to hear. Okay, I'm excited to see more of that from your family. Leah, you're in the hot seat now. It looks like you've got a lot going on this season. Helping your dad go into detox and kind of reconnecting with the girls and him that way. Tell me a little bit about that and what people are going to see.
It was definitely a challenge, opening up and kind of reconnecting with my dad. But once I seen him, my boundary was basically, if you really want to put the work in, I'm going to show up and support you. But I need to see effort. I need to see you really putting the work on in, because my relationship with my dad has not been great over the years. Matter of fact, I hadn't seen him in years prior to him coming and actually going into detox, which you'll see this season. But rebuilding that and then knowing when to really allow him back into, or not back in, but into my daughter's lives. That was a challenge for me to navigate. But Allie and Aaliyah, they're thriving in middle school. And I think you'll see that. You'll see them speaking up about things that matter to them and using their voices, which I think a lot of the hard conversations that we've had over the years has formed that open dialogue. Yeah, now just Jeremy, navigating that co-parenting relationship with him is never expected it to happen the way it did, but that was a challenge.
Yeah, that was a wild thing to happen. We saw that just in the headlines earlier this year, but now we're going to get to see it play out. How was navigating that with your girls and for yourself?
I think when you are co-parenting, you each individually have your own lives and you make your own decisions and you have your own boundaries. And for me, I just had had enough. And the bullying and harassing was unnecessary. And you'll definitely see that. And I just had to take legal action. And it was unfortunate because Addie got caught in the crossfire of everything. But I even done my best to kind of communicate with her on how we can move forward as a family.
Yeah. Well, I am also really interested to see how that plays out. That's definitely going to be a tough season. Mackenzie, you are in the hot seat now. Thanks for talking with me. It seems like babies are on the brain for you this season. We got to meet 𝐒𝐿 a little bit during family reunion, which was really fun. But it seems like you're moving towards this next step possibly, but it's complicated. Tell me a little bit about this conversation we're going to be watching you have with yourself and with 𝐒𝐿 this season.
I never thought I would find love after divorce. I had never dated as an adult, so I didn't know how to do that or what it looked like. I had to find a lot of myself before starting to date. And we had a lot of life off of TV before introducing it back. So no one watched us meeting on TV. But I never thought I would find love, let alone be talking about, future kids and stuff. So we do have those conversations and what that looks like. And last time I had a kid was 8 years ago. So it's like, do I want to do this? Do I want to risk it? I'm a type 1 diabetic and that's a struggle. And my tubes are tied. Everyone knows that. So you have to take different routes. So we're looking at, all the options. And I can't even believe I was crazy enough to even consider that with how busy I am. But I think we all kind of thrive off of chaos. Like, what does it look like without chaos? So what's more chaos?
Well, it's been fun getting to see you in this different relationship. How does it feel to be in a relationship that is so different, at least for us to watch from your ex?
I think people just kind of thought I was a cowgirl wife, and that's not really. I feel like I was robbed a lot of getting to show who I am because it was always all about that relationship. And now as soon as I was set free to get to be who I am, I promised myself whoever I'm with from here on, he has to allow me to be myself because people have to get to know Mackenzie. And I want to get to know Mackenzie and who she is and just have fun again in life. And that's what I was looking for in a partner. And I think a lot of people were like, he's so different. Him and Josh are obviously completely day and night different people. But I met Josh at 15, and we got pregnant and then tried to work it out. So there was never who do I belong with? Who is my person? It was let's try to work it out for the kid because all of my family, no one has seen stepmom, stepdad, split up families, any of that. So I wasn't really ever thinking about who I belong with, what kind of person I belong with. And then it got to a point where I had no other choice but to leave for, safety. And yeah, so I'm making it through to the other side. So dating was weird. I'm I don't even know, I don't even know what to do here. And I meet Kes and it's here we are.
Yeah, right.
It's interesting. I thought men would mature, because last time I dated, I was in freshman. So I thought surely the men got better. And I was disappointed to find out that no, it didn't. It didn't really get better. The dating world was wild as an adult.
It is. It's so wild. I can't wait to watch all of you go on this different journeys though this season. It's going to be really interesting for all of you. And thank you for sharing your time and your story with us today.